Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. How was work?
Long day. And tomorrow's gonna be even worse.
Tomorrow? But, Mom, I'm scheduled to work tomorrow. It's Thursday.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I got my days mixed up. I'll figure out a way to switch, and then we can go to the laundromat after your shift.
Okay. Do we have to find a new lot tonight?
No, I think we're fine here. Just want to get some heat.
Well, the good news is that the food pantry is open tomorrow.
Yes, that is good news.
Can I add the soap and toothpaste?
Just remember, they close at 10.
Everyone in our community has their own story.
Some stories include experiencing homelessness, facing food insecurity, and possibly dealing with tremendous trauma.
Sometimes we may only see or hear a piece of the story.
And if we don't listen intently and have open hands to learn, we may miss the big picture.
We believe that a change in our perspective helps us to grow, learn from each other, and support each other in an even greater way.
Tonight, we come together to continue to learn from each other and learn each other's stories.
To be a community that listens and seeks to understand.
To reflect on what God is doing in the hearts and stories of our neighbors and friends.
To get excited about our community working hard to collaborate, partner, and make a difference.
To rally together, cheer each other on, and love like no other.
To see what it means to serve and support each other in a greater way.
And to see how our time and talents can make an impact.
Tonight is a celebration of this past year, a look into what God is doing in our community, and an opportunity to thank you for your continued partnership.
Welcome to Crossnet Ministries' annual banquet.
Hey friends, well this is a little bit of an unexpected detour. I'm Carl Edwards, Director of Development and Operations here at Crossnet Ministries. Welcome to our virtual banquet. As you know, we've needed to change our annual banquet plans and move online. So what we did is we brought the event to you, and you can enjoy it from the comfort of your own home and living room. So think about it this way. A dress or a suit would cost you $200. A babysitter, $50. Breath mints or gum as you're interacting with people may cost you $5. So we're actually trying to save you a little bit of money. So here's what you can do. Go ahead and pause this video, grab your family, grab some friends, grab some snacks, and take about 30 minutes to watch our virtual banquet. Go ahead, I can wait for you. We believe that it was crucial to follow the guidelines of our government to ensure that each of you stays safe. It's disappointing not to meet together. There were close to 1,500 people registered for the evening banquet and the breakfast banquet this year. Even though we are not meeting together in one room, I fully believe in the unity of this community and the Crossnet supporters. I believe that God has a plan and can use this detour to grow the ministry and continue to meet needs. With the change of plans, Scott Hamilton isn't able to be with us, but he did send this message. Go ahead, take a look.
Hey everybody, Scott Hamilton here, and I want to wish everybody at Crossnet Ministries just patience and just be safe. This too shall pass, and I know it's been difficult on everyone, a very frightening time, and so tragic for so many families. I am encouraged that I will be with you next year. We are postponing till March of 2021, and I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. But in the meantime, be safe, stay home, stay close to each other. But play lots of Uno. That's what we're doing. Anyway, all the best to y'all at Crossnet. We'll see you next year.
That's right. Scott Hamilton is going to be joining us for our 2021 Crossnet Banquet. We are so thrilled. That will give me a little bit of time, a few more months to actually practice my ice skating routine. It's been amazing to see our community rally together and to support one another. Over the last few weeks, we've seen thousands of lunches distributed, a record number of food donations, and a genuine heart to be a good neighbor. Our virtual banquet theme is perspective, which is pretty timely amid the COVID-19 pandemic. You will hear Meredith Dahl, our Executive Director at Crossnet Ministries, share a little bit more about this in a few moments. But when I think about perspective, I'm reminded to look at the broader picture. Too often I look at life through a specific lens, my lens, and I'm not aware of what's going on around me. Here's an example. A few weeks ago, our youth center took students on our winter retreat. If you've ever been on one of those retreats, you know the sacrifices it takes for those of us who are over 30 years old. You lose sleep, time away from family, you miss sleeping in your own bed. And even at this camp we attended, there was a massive hill that we had to hike almost 10 times a day. But you know what? I would do it all over again. After our third session, a young lady gave her life to Jesus. Talk about perspective. Internally, I was wrestling. I didn't see the bigger and broader picture of what God had planned for this retreat weekend. I am absolutely amazed and in awe of His goodness. I believe you are in for a treat during our time together on this video. Before we move forward with our program video and our update from Meredith, I'd like to thank a few people. First, I'd like to thank Chris from Disciple Media for helping us put this video together in such a short period of time. Thank you, Chris. Second, did you know that over 475 volunteers helped Crossnet programs in 2019? Crossnet would be a shell of an organization if it wasn't for our volunteers. They're the backbone of our ministry, and we are extremely thankful for each of them. They volunteered in areas like our youth center, as mentors at Cross Junior Blue Ball and Cross Junior New Holland, as tutors, as mentors, help with our food pantry, free summer lunch program, transportation ministries, drivers to pick up food, Power Pack project, office helpers, cleaning our facility, meals for the youth center, housing program volunteers, our Crossnet interns, those that help with events like our Christmas gift giveaway, our winter coat giveaway, and our backpack giveaway. You are all making a significant impact. Third, I'd like to thank all of the sponsors who partner with Crossnet through our Banquet Detour. Our team loves seeing each of you rally around us over the last few weeks to make this virtual banquet a reality. We appreciate all of you. Our sponsors were posted at the beginning of this video and will be shared on our social media pages and our website. Lastly, like many nonprofits around the country, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed our normal. Schools are closed, some businesses are closed, but the needs within Eastern Lancaster County continue. To be honest, the annual banquet is our largest fundraising event of the year, and we depend on those funds that are raised that evening. I say all that to communicate with you that we still need you. We appreciate you and all the support that you give us. Check out this video that highlights all of the programs at Crossnet Ministries, followed by an update by Meredith Dahl.
Crossnet Ministries exists to offer help and hope in the name of Jesus Christ by empowering people through relationship and self-sustainability. With a poverty rate close to 50%, we believe community collaboration is essential in making an impact for individuals and families in the Elanco School District. Our 4 program pillars include youth, food and nutrition, social services, and community. Crossnet's youth pillar is focused on providing safe spaces for children to learn, have fun, build resources, and experience the love of God. Teens have access to our youth center 4 nights a week, regular Bible studies, quarterly events, and warm meals during programming. Our mentor program, free tutoring, and Cross Junior provides additional opportunities to meet the specific needs of youth in our community. In addition, Crossnet partners with Community Action Program for Parents as teachers, where staff make home visits and work with parents of preschoolers to help children learn and thrive as they prepare for kindergarten. Crossnet's nutrition programs are low-barrier opportunities to ensure all individuals and families have access to food and healthy living. Crossnet offers a client choice food pantry, weekend food solutions through Power Packs, and the free summer lunch program available weekdays, June through August. Crossnet's community pillar establishes outreach opportunities that build resources for youth and adults. This includes our backpack, winter coat, and Christmas gift giveaways, collaborations, adult mentoring, and community meals. Together, we can address the concerns within our community and get better together. Crossnet's final pillar, social services, provides supportive and caring environments for those in need of assistance. Using bridges out of poverty concepts, Crossnet offers case management and support related to utility assistance, transportation, financial guidance, money management workshops, and housing. Cross Cares, designed to meet physical needs like diapers, provides additional support. Our housing initiatives focus on both short and long-term support, including the 18-month Pathways to Housing program and permanent housing with dedicated case management support and affordable solutions. Transportation is offered in partnership with the Kiwanis Club to adults and children requiring access to healthcare and educational appointments. With your support, partnership, and collaboration, lives will be impacted through relationship and resources as we experience a stronger and more united community together.
Hello, friends of Crossnet Ministries. I know this is not how we intended to have our annual banquet, and I'm sorry I am not able to share this update with you in person. These are difficult and very challenging days. However, I'm incredibly grateful that you are taking time to listen and hear updates about what God has been doing through this past year through volunteers and programs at Crossnet Ministries. Thank you for taking time to celebrate what God is doing in Eastern Lancaster County. I also want to take a moment to thank the Crossnet staff, Board of Directors, and all of our partnerships within Eastern Lancaster and the Lancaster community. Thank you for your time, efforts, and persistence. It's an honor to serve with each of you. As Carl has shared, our theme for our virtual banquet this year is a new perspective. In light of everything taking place in our community, country, and in our world, our perspective can certainly change rapidly. As we've learned more information over the past several weeks regarding the coronavirus, my perspective on programs, social interactions, and how we offer resources has definitely changed. Perspective is defined as a point of view, or an attitude towards a point of view. It is also the art of drawing solid objects on a two-dimensional surface to give the right impressions of height, width, depth, and position in relation to each other when viewed from a particular point. It is incredible that we can stand at one spot and have a certain perspective, a picture of something, and someone else can stand at a different spot and see a completely different perspective. A few years ago, my family and I visited Glacier Point in Yosemite National Park. I was pregnant at the time, so I will never forget the trip and the nausea I felt as we traveled up the mountain to see Half Dome. At one point, when we thought we had reached the top, we pulled over the car and looked out. The view was incredible. We stood staring for a while, taking in the beauty. We decided to keep traveling our way up the mountain. We finally saw a spot where many cars were pulled over on the side of the road, and there were a lot of people. We knew there was something special about this spot. We got out, and the view completely took my breath away. The way the sun was hitting Half Dome, it looked like we were staring at a completely different mountain. We had a different and new perspective. On the corner of North Prince Street and West Chestnut Street in Lancaster, Pennsylvania College of the Arts has a beautiful sculpture. If you look at the art from one way, it reads create. And if you look from another direction, it reads influence. Two very different perspectives. We each have our own story, and we view our stories with a different height, width, depth, and position. We see our story a certain way because we've walked it. We have been in the valley, and we've been to the mountaintop. We know our story, and we see a certain perspective. Sometimes when we hear other stories, we have a variety of opinions, thoughts, possibly desires, wishes, hopes, frustrations, and maybe anger. We can have a wide range of perspectives on that story. When you watched our opening video, you saw a mom and daughter in a car talking. You saw a part of the story. At the end of the video, we realized that the family has been living in their car. In a few seconds, we have a different perspective. And even right now, we have limited information on that story. What happened? How did they get there? And where are they now? This is just one story in our community, and there are many more challenging situations that we face. At Crossnet, we document the families who have reached out to us and are currently experiencing homelessness in our community. We currently know of 23 individuals who are experiencing homelessness right now. I share this because if we want to address poverty, build relationships, and make an impact, we must as a community come together to see different perspectives. We must open our hands to listen, learn, and grow from each other. And that is really why Crossnet Ministries exists. Crossnet Ministries is our community. It's you and I coming together with open hands to learn, listen to stories, sit with those in pain, and see past the messiness. We have seen this over and over this past week. Our community continues to rally to help those who may need support with food or other resources. I have been encouraged and blown away by the emails, calls, and texts of willingness of volunteers. And we've been blessed by people being prayer warriors from their homes. It has been incredible to witness. Your perspective, your voice, your time and talents are vital as we address poverty, food insecurity, homelessness, and share the hope and truth of Jesus. We need each person watching this video right now to continue to come together to make an impact. Crossnet Ministries exists to offer help and hope in the name of Jesus Christ by empowering people in the Elanco community. We do this through building relationships and building resources in every program that we offer. Our programs are currently focused in the areas of youth, food and nutrition, social services, and community. This is the perfect time to press forward with our mission. We are here to serve the community and share the hope that Jesus offers. I want to share a few ways that Crossnet has grown this past year. The first is with our program, Pathways to Housing. Pathways to Housing is safe and affordable housing to individuals, families, seniors, and/or veterans who are experiencing or about to experience homelessness in the Elanco community. Those who stay in the program stay about 12 to 18 months and pay 35% of their income. During the time in the program, participants build their emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial resources. We currently have partnerships with 2 churches for this program. We have 1 apartment with Trinity Lutheran Church and 2 apartments with Petra Church. There are currently 3 families in the program. Crossnet seeks to purchase additional apartments for Pathways to Housing. Our goal is to have 10 Pathways to Housing apartments by January 2021. Currently, Crossnet hopes to purchase apartments in the spring of this year. I am honored to share the story of Shelby with you. Shelby is about ready to move out of Pathways into her own home in April. Take a look at Shelby's story.
My name is Shelby, and I have 2 kids. Talia's in 2nd grade, and Liam is in preschool. I work at Brecknock Elementary School right now in the autistic support room. I had Talia at 17. I got married and was divorced at 22, so I've been single mom of 2 ever since then. I don't really have a degree in anything, so jobs that I would like don't really pay as much, so it's hard to afford babysitter for the kids and rent and all the other payments. It's difficult to be able to afford a house. So we bounced around to like 3 different places in like 3 years, so it's like every year moving. It's been an emotional roller coaster ride from the very beginning. My pastor connected me with Crossnet, and we met with Joan. We were going over like my finances and what I could afford, and she presented us with the Pathways to Housing option, which was this house, and it was the best option at the time. Pathways to Housing is a 1 year to a 1.5 year program where you can move into a place and have somebody come out and meet with you and set goals and transition you into finding your own place and feeling secure. It's meant a lot to me and my kids to be able to live here and to have Crossnet just as a support. I've had the opportunity to meet with Joan about once a month. She comes over and we just talk about goals that I would like to set and how I'm going to reach those goals and about the future and preparing to have my own apartment. And she talks to me about the kids and how they're doing, and she's been really helpful with providing resources. I do think it is important for single moms to have a place like Crossnet to come to. I think there's a lot of people out there who could use support and need different resources but don't know where to find it. Just knowing that we have a good support system brings stability for me and my kids. I feel like for the first time in a while, I'm actually at a stable place, and I have hope for, the future more so than what I did before. Now I know how to set goals, and I'm more motivated to provide for my kids and myself. My dream was to get married and be a stay-at-home mom, and that didn't turn out the way that I expected it to, but I think now I have a lot more confidence knowing that I don't need another person to be able to provide for my family. If I need to, I can do it by myself, and there's confidence that comes along with that. 3 years ago, I pretty much was hopeless, going through the divorce and living with my parents and everything. But now, with everything that I've went through with Crossnet, it's given me hope for a future, and to be able to buy my own house, and that my kids will be okay, and just teaching them how to set goals and just to try to help them grow up and not have to go through the struggles that I went through.
Shelby is an incredible person. I am so excited for the next steps in her journey. I love that she refers to hope and the hope that she has now. Hope is such an important word right now, and I'm thankful she has been able to experience hope in a transformative way. Another area of growth is our after-school program, Cross Junior. I'm excited to share that Cross Junior has now expanded to Blue Ball and New Holland Elementary School. This intentional mentoring program is for 4th and 5th grade students and is making an impact on students and their mentors. We are very thankful to partner with the school district to make this possible. The Power Pack program has also expanded. Power Packs is food for the weekend. It has expanded this past year to include partnerships with Brecknock Elementary School. Brecknock bags are being sent home with kids after school once a week and include food for the kids on the weekend. This is an intentional partnership with local churches, the school district, and the community to ensure all areas of the community have access to resources. Thank you for making all of these things possible. As we look to the rest of 2020, we have goals, plans, and dreams for next steps. But right now, as an organization, we are going to take things day by day. As we face the COVID-19 crisis, we have suspended most of our programs and are focusing right now on making sure all in our community have access to food, resources, and support. We're also going to focus on safety, health, and making sure people know we care and are available. At this point, we really need you more than ever. The needs in our community will increase, and we want to be able to walk alongside individuals to get over this difficult hurdle. Some will need additional support with food, some will need help applying for benefits, others will need additional resources as their hours at work have been cut or suspended. And most importantly, we want to continue to offer and share the truth of Jesus and the hope that he offers. A donor recently encouraged us with the reminder that God is sovereign. We believe this and we know that he is in control. Would you consider partnering with us during this crisis to ensure everyone has access to food, resources, and relationships to share hope? As we think back to the opening video of the mom and daughter in their car, I would like to provide you with where they are now. When we first talked to this family about filming a part of their story, they were living in their car in a local grocery store parking lot for over 2 years. I am pleased to say that they are both housed and living in an apartment on their own. After 2 years living in the car and now living in an apartment, it's a complete perspective change. Crossnet is honored to be a part of working alongside this family. Thank you for continuing to support Crossnet to make stories like this possible.
Thank you, Meredith, for that ministry update. It is evident that God is at work in the Elanco community. Crossnet has 7 core values. We call them aligning values. My favorite one states that we are better together. This means that we build safe community, relationships, and healthy boundaries with all people as we seek to share and show the love of Jesus. I love to see and hear more stories like Shelby's. It is our focus to make sure people are housed in our community. Here are a few facts. Our 2020 budget is $790,000, and after 3 months, we have raised $172,000 towards that budget. This budget includes program growth and expansion of programs including our housing, food and nutrition, and youth programs. That leaves us with a remaining balance of $618,000. Would you consider making a one-time donation or a recurring gift to Crossnet Ministries? Your donation tonight can make a significant impact in helping us get closer to that goal. Our goal for the annual banquet was $200,000. With the funds that have come in through sponsorships and other donations, we need $100,000 to reach our goal to meet the needs of the ministry. Would you consider helping us by donating and sharing this video with your friends and your family? You can donate by clicking the large Donate tab in the top right corner of your screen. You can use your credit card or bank account information to do so. If you'd like to mail a check to Crossnet Ministries, just make sure you place Banquet in the memo. You can do it now. Pause this video or use your cell phone and donate right now. Would you also be willing to share this video and help us spread the word by asking your friends and your families to donate? We appreciate having you as ministry advocates. Like I mentioned earlier, I fully believe in the unity of this community and the Crossnet supporters. I believe that God has a plan during this time of uncertainty. The Elanco community is a community like no other. We won't let not meeting together slow down all that can be done when we work together. We truly are better together. Thank you for taking time to watch our virtual banquet and embracing this detour. We are grateful for each of you and look forward to connecting very soon. Have a good one.